What's up, guys? Your boy Gameover Continue, and I got another story for y'all. So there's some shit that y'all ain't gonna know unless I told y'all some slick shit. So let me put you up on game 101. So my parents were Jehovah's Witnesses, which means we didn't get no Christmas. We did do Thanksgiving, which is weird. I guess why people like to eat, don't know. But we didn't do any of the holidays besides Thanksgiving, which we shouldn't even been doing. But like I said, we like to eat. So in school, I couldn't go to school functions. If y'all had, like, y'all know the Halloween parties, the Christmas parties, like, I used to have to sit in a room by myself, and, that would be it, man. So, I think that did some shit to a nigga, because sometimes I get irritated when I see Christmas carolers. But don't we all? So, I couldn't do any of that cool shit that y'all do, right? And I remember, and if y'all know Jehovah's Witnesses, we all gotta walk into the door and be like, "Do y'all know the truth? Do y'all know about the truth?" And then, a lot of people are cool, some people are not so cool. So I remember I was with my aunt, and we were in Des Moines, and I was staying the summer, and she's like a devout Jehovah's Witness, man. I mean, like, this lady, always trying to push that shit on me. And I remember I got to the point where I got so irritated. I was like, man, I don't even believe in God. I used to tell everybody, I was like, I don't even believe in it. I was like, man, this thing ain't real, man. But, I was just saying the shit because I was just so irritated that they made me do some shit I wasn't really trying to do, And I think that's the thing about religion. Like, you got to let your kids figure that shit out for themselves. You can't push religion on your kids because you'll end up pushing them away from religion. Now, as of today, I do believe in Christ, and that's another story. But I do. I just said that shit to irritate everybody. So after that, we ended up having to go door to door, knocking on people's houses. It's hot outside. I got a suit on, I got the suit and the buttons and all that shit. I'm like, man, I should be selling shoes. This is stupid. So we knock on the wrong dude's door, and I'm with this other dude. They call him brothers or some shit. And I'm with this brother, and he ain't a brother. He's white, but we call him brother. So I used to call everybody brother. So we're together, and this guy, first he was being mean. He was like, I don't need y'all, and da 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 da, and Christ died on the cross and all this extra shit. And he saw me. I was just sitting there like, yes, nigga, thank you for being so mean. So we move on to the next house, trying to get this shit over with. What is repertoire? 13 houses? We got 12. And he's like, oh. He's like, I didn't know you had a youngster with that. Wouldn't have been so mean. How you guys want to come in? I was like that's weird. I'm like, now my bells are going off. This nigga's still in Jehovah's Witness mode. Like, yes, I would like to tell you about the truth, and the truth is this. And I was more like, oh, I'm getting my spider senses tingling. I'm too young to know what this is, what all this is. When they spell shit out, I still get kind of irritated. All right, so they bring us inside. All right, he brings us inside. And, he's talking to us and, all this shit. And he's, like, giving us, like, food and shit. And I didn't eat it. I did not eat it. I was like, man, I'm not about to eat that. Like, it was, like, tea. And it looked green. And I was like, that's weird. And the brother dude, he ate it. He was like, oh, this is some good shit. I'm glad we're having a good time. So I was like, I don't think we should be just eating and drinking people's food. Like, this is, like, stranger danger, man. I need a real adult help. And so I didn't eat it. I wasn't hungry, and I was mad. I was mad I was even there. So he was talking about, oh, I'm getting sleepy. And I looked at this nigga with the biggest eyes. I was like, you getting what? I was like, you better wake your ass up. Like, you better wake up. Like, I don't even know where we are. Okay, cell phones. They're invented, but I don't have one. Okay, no one knows. No one knows. So he gets so sleepy, he falls asleep. He falls asleep in the middle of talking because it's so boring, because you're talking about, how you go to church and you fall asleep sometimes. So it's like that, it's like a sermon, and he just passes out. And I'm looking at this nigga, and then the guy, he ain't even faded. He's just like, yeah. He's like, well, he was like, yeah, but he was more like trying to make like the situation like it was okay when it wasn't okay. He's like, yeah. He's like, he fell asleep. I don't remember everything he said. I just remember he said, yeah, he fell asleep. And I'm shaking him like, yo, brother so and so, wake up, wake the fuck up. I'm too young. And he actually did end up, he was like waking up and then falling asleep and waking up. And I was like, yo, I think my aunt is outside. I think we should go. He's like, no. He's like, let him lay or whatever, lay on the couch. He's like, you like toys and shit? I was like, toys. I was like, oh, I like toys. He's like, what kind of toys do you like? I was like, I like the Power Rangers. I started, so I was like, oh, we talking about some cool shit. I was like Power Rangers, like Batman. Like, you know about Batman, right? Cool. There's like this little nigga named Robin, but he ain't, you know, he whack. But it's Batman. He's like, oh yeah. He's like, so I got some Batman and Power Rangers upstairs. And I was like, and part of me was like, oh, this nigga got Batman and Power Rangers upstairs. I was like, why'd you say something sooner? I would have been upstairs. So, but then the other part of me was like, wait a minute, you ain't got no. And I'm like, that don't sound right. You know, you ain't gonna just rape a black kid. You know, I was like, that don't sound right? So I was like, no, I was like, I don't think my aunt would, you know, want me going upstairs, and that's rude. Cause I was raised with manners. You know, y'all don't ever see me, you know, tripping in people's houses. Like, I don't do that. I was raised right. So I was like, no, you know, I don't want to do that. He's like, no, you should go upstairs. It'd be cool. It'd be great. You know, we have fun. We play Power Rangers. And I was like, and that's what really did it. And I was like, yeah, no, I don't want to play Power Rangers with you. I play by myself, and, you know, I feel like I'm the Green Ranger and shit. He's like, no. And I was like, no. I said, I'm good. And he started trying to get, like, he didn't yell at me, but his whole demeanor had changed. Like, he had got to the point where he was, like, almost demanding that I was going to go upstairs. And I was like, no, I'm not going upstairs. So we're going back and forth. And then eventually he stood up. And I tell you, dude, if God ain't real, this will make you believe he's real. Because right then you heard, and we just look at each other, we just staring. And he's like, don't say anything. And I was like, don't say anything. I was like, what is that? What does that mean? So he answers the door, and my aunt was outside, dude. It was crazy. She's like, you know, brother so-and-so said he was going down the road. We're knocking on houses trying to find him. And we just, you know, because the women can't, I don't think the women can be alone, or they got to be in a group or some shit. She's like, you know, we're just trying to find him. We're trying to wrap up shit. And till she said wrap up shit, I was like, aunt, you know, so-and-so. Because I don't want to say names. I don't want to say them. I was like, aunt so-and-so. I was like, I'm in here. She's like, she said move. And I thought it was a dude outside. She's like, move. And, you know, he moved out the way. And I'm right there. And brother so-and-so, you know, he's still, like, on this shit. And I was like, help. And she's like, oh my God. She's like, are you okay? She's like, you didn't take anything. Are you okay? You're all right? I'm like, no, I ain't eat them nasty cookies, man. Like, the shit was green. And she's like, I don't know what that means. And, you know, she starts telling the dude off because, you know, black, you know, soul sister. She started like, da-da-da-da-da-da. And that's all I remember. I just remember hearing like, da-da-da-da-da. It was real loud shit. Just really loud and, you know, really fast talking. That's what I remember hearing. And, somehow the sisters had got the brother off the couch, and we're all going outside, and, you know, my aunt grabs me on my shoulder, and she's like, he didn't touch you, he didn't hurt you, did he? And I was like, nah, like, he said he had Power Rangers and shit. And I was like, that was cool at first, till, you know, he started trying to tell me I really need to play with him. And I was like, I don't know what he's talking about play, but I ain't finna go upstairs today. She's like, oh my God, you know, she's hugging me and she's crying. And as a kid, I didn't know the situation I was in. So I'm just like, would you get the fuck off me? I was like, why are you crying? Why is everybody always crying? I understand these women. So, you know, growing up, like, I understand, you know, like, it was some real, you know, shit almost went down. You know what I'm saying? So I tell you what, you know, you say you don't believe in God, but I don't believe in coincidences either. So, you know, check yourself. All right, guys, been your boy Gameover. Continue. And I'm out.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.